Good morning, students. This is Arvind, Assistant Professor, Department of Triple DBSIT Kavali. So, in the previous session, I discussed about some numerical problems on different winding factors, the different factors, that is pitch factor, the next coil span factor, and next winding factors, and next EMF equation of an alternator, and next some winding terminologies like coil span, pole pitch, like this, slot angles like this. And now I am going to continue to discuss the problems on same topics here now only, now also. So firstly we will see the problem, that is so problem number 5. So actually in the yesterday's class I covered 4 problems, and now I am going to continue with the next problem. Okay, so what is the problem? Here a 3-phase 16 pole star connected alternator has 144 slots on the armature periphery. So here they given that number of poles is 16 and the number of slots is 144. Okay, number of slots is 144 on the armature periphery, and each slot containing 10 conductors. That means 144 slots. Totally they given that 144 slots, and each slot containing 10 conductors. That means we have to calculate first the total number of conductors. That is Z is equal to total slots is 144, and each slot containing 10 conductors means we have to multiply the total 144 slots into 10 conductors. So totally we have 1440 conductors. That is the total number of conductors available in the armature periphery. That is 1440. Total number of conductors 1440. And next here we have 3-phase alternator. That means we have to calculate that number of conductors per phase. That means I am taking that already we determined the total number of conductors, that is 1440, and next I am going to determine number of conductors per phase. That's why I am taking that Z phase is equal to, actually total number of conductors is 1440 and total phases is 3. Number of phases is 3. Here I am calculating per phase. That means I am taking that 1440 by 3, that is equal to 480. That is the number of conductors per phase, that is 480. And next we know the formula, Z phase is equal to 2 into T phase 2 into T phase. So here from that formula I am writing T phase is equal to Z phase by 2. Here T phase is turns per phase, Z phase is number of conductors per phase. Okay, that is T phase is equal to Z phase by 2. So already we determined that the Z phase value, that is 480 divided by 2, that is equal to 240. Here turns per phase is 240, and go to the problem. Here it is driven at 375 rpm. That means they given the speed, that is n is equal to 375 rpm. The line value of EMF available across the terminals is observed to be, here the EMF value is also given, that is 2.657 kilovolts. 2.657 kilovolts. And what we have to find, the frequency of the induced EMF and flux per pole. We have to calculate the frequency of the induced EMF and flux per pole. Okay, so before going into that, so given data is the number of poles and the number of conductors and speed and EMF, induced EMF they given. Okay, from that one we have to calculate the remaining one. That means what is the formula for induced EMF in the alternator? That is 4.44 into Kc, that is the coil span factor, into Kd, that is the distribution factor, into next phi, that is the flux, and T phase, that is the turns per phase, into F, that is the frequency. That is the formula for the induced EMF in the alternator. So relating to that formula, I am going to calculate first the frequency. Already we find out we determine the turns per phase, that is 240, and now I am going to calculate frequency, and after that I am calculate distribution factor and coil span factor also. Okay, distribution factor and coil span factor also. So here what is the formula relating to the speed? Synchronous speed n is equal to 120 f by p. You know already the formula 120 f by n is equal to 120 f by p. Here they given the speed is 375 rpm. Okay, they didn't given the frequency. We have to find out the frequency. That's why they given that speed, and you already know the number of poles. So n is equal to 120 f by p. In that one, you know the speed and number of poles. By using the data, you have to calculate the frequency. So f is equal to, from the formula n is equal to 120 f by p, I am taking that f is equal to np by 120. That is the formula to calculate the frequency. F is equal to np by 120. You know the speed, that is 375 rpm into poles is 16 divided by 120. So by solving these things, you got 50 Hz frequency. 50 Hz frequency. And next, so E phase. So actually they given that the star connection. Actually they given that the star connection. That's why I am taking that E phase is equal to EL by root 3. EL by root 3. So from that one I am writing 2.6. Already they given that 2.657 kilovolt. That means 2.657 into 10 cube divided by root 3. So it gives 1534 volts. That is the phase voltage. That is the phase voltage. They given the line voltage. I am converting that line voltage into phase voltage. But while converting this, they already given in the problem it is a star connected. So if you see the problem, they given that a 3-phase 16 pole star connected alternator. Okay. So that's why I am taking that E phase is equal to EL by root 3, because it is a star connection, that is equal to 2.657 into 10 cube divided by root 3. We have 1534 volts. So here we will take the assumption like full pitched coil and short pitched coil. I already said that for the full pitched coil, I am assuming the full pitched coil. Not only full pitched coil, you have to assume short pitched coil also. But for the simplification, for the simple simplification, I am taking the full pitched coil. So assuming full pitched coil, so for the full pitched coil, coil span factor or pitch factor is equal to 1. Okay, is equal to 1. And now we have to calculate the distribution factor. So what is the distribution factor formula? Sin m beta by 2 by m sin beta by 2. So based on the formula, we have to calculate first m value and then beta value, and then substitute these m and beta values in the sin m beta by 2 by m sin beta by 2 formula. So firstly we will calculate the n value. So we know that n is equal to number of slots per pole. So in the problem, they given that number of slots is 144. Number of slots is 144 and number of poles is 16. So substitute number of slots value 144 and number of poles 16 into the formula, and number of slots per pole we have 144 by 16. So that is equal to 9. Here n is equal to 9. After calculating the n value, we have to calculate the m value. So m is equal to, what is the formula? Number of slots per pole per phase. That is the formula for m. So based on that formula, I am taking that m is equal to number of slots per pole. You know the value n is equal to 9. So m is equal to n by 3. So here n value is 9 by 3. That is equal to you got 3. Here m value is 3. And next we are going to calculate the beta value. That is the slot angle. Beta is equal to, you know the formula 180 by n. 180 by n. So you know the value of n. Substitute that n value into this one. So that is equal to 180 by, what is the n value? 9. So that is beta is equal to 20. This is the beta value, 20 degrees. And now substitute this m and beta values in the distribution factor formula. So that is sin m beta by 2 by m sin beta by 2. That is equal to sin of, what is the m value? 3 into beta value is 20 divided by 2 whole divided by 3. That is the m value is 3 into sin beta value is 20 by 2. So while simplify this one, we got Kd is equal to, that is the distribution factor is equal to 0.959. 0.959. So by using this, we have to calculate the flux value. Okay, not EMF value, we have to calculate the flux value. So what is the formula? ERMS per phase is equal to 4.44 into Kc, we already calculated. Kd, we already calculated. And F we already calculated, and T phase we already calculated. But now we have to calculate the flux phi value. So right, you already know the ERMS per phase, that is equal to 1534 volts. Actually, in the problem, they given that the individual EMF value, that is 2.657 kilovolts, but I am converting that value into per phase. We after converting that one into phase value, we get 1534 volts. Substitute that 1534 into this one, so 1534 is equal to 4.44 into what is the coil span factor value. Here I am assuming the full pitched coil, that's why here the coil span factor value is 1. Substitute that one value into this one, so 1534 is equal to 4.44 into 1 into KD. So just now we calculated the KD value, that is 0.959 into, we have to calculate the phi value. Directly we will take the phi value into this one, phi into, what is the frequency? I already calculated 50 into, turns per phase is 240, and from this one I am writing phi is equal to 1534, that is the E phase value divided by 4.44 into 1 into 0.959 into 50 into 240. So after simplify this one, we will get the flux value, that is 0.03002 Webers. This is the required flux value. Okay, so this is the problem number 5. And next, coming to problem number 6. So actually these type of problems we will get in the external exams. So carefully listen this problem. So here calculate the pitch factors. So here they given 3 cases. Okay, 3 cases. So for the 3 cases we have to calculate the pitch factor, that is Kp, that is equal to cos alpha by t. You know the formula, cos alpha by t. Okay, so let us consider the first one, that is they given that 36 slots, 4 poles, and span is 1 to 8. That is the coil span 1 to 8. Okay, so take the first case. Here the number of slots is 36, number of poles is 4. So already you know that n is equal to, what is the formula? Number of slots per pole. So already they given that number of slots is 36 and number of poles is 4. Substitute that slots and poles in the formula, we will get 9. That is the n value. That is the pole pitch. Pole pitch value is equal to 9. And next, beta. So beta is equal to 180 by n. 180 by n. So you know the n value. Substitute the n value into this one. That is beta is equal to 180 by n. That is equal to 20. And next, the formula for the alpha is beta into number of slots shorted. Okay, number of slots shorted. So in the problem, we determine the n value, that is the pole pitch value is 9. Okay, so here the number of slots shorted is, take the 9 value and the span factor, coil span, that is 1 to 8. That means we have to take 8 minus 1. We have to take span 1. They given that span is 1 to 8, but here I am taking the difference between these spans, that is 8 minus 1, that is 7. Okay, 1 minus 8 minus 1, that is 7. And now I am comparing that span value 7 with the pole pitch value. So here we obtain the pole pitch value is 9. So here I am taking that 9 minus 7. We have the value is 2. Substitute that value is in the number of slots shorted, that is 2. And beta value you already know, the 20. Substitute that beta value. So alpha is equal to 20 into 2. That is equal to 40. And now I am going to calculate the pitch factor, that is cos alpha by 2. You know the alpha value, that is 40. So substitute that 40. Then cos of 40 by 2, that is equal to cos 20. So that is equal to 0.939. Okay, this is for the first case. And going to second case. So in the second case, they given that number of slots is 72 and number of poles is 6 and span is 1 to 9. Take that as 9 minus 1, that is equal to 8. And then I am going to calculate the number of slots per pole. So number of slots per pole is equal to, how many slots they given? 72, and poles is 6. 72 by 6, that is equal to 12. You have, that is equal to 12. And then we calculate the beta value, that is equal to 180 by n. So you know the n value is 12. Substitute that n value into this one. So 180 by 12, that is equal to 15. And next I am going to calculate the alpha value, that is equal to beta into number of slots shorted. And here in the given problem, they given that coil span is 129. So they given that 129. The difference is 129, that is 9 minus 1 is equal to 8. Here we have the pole pitch value, that is equal to 12, and subtract that coil span value with the pole pitch value, that is 12 minus 8. We have the 4 value. We have 4. Substitute that 4 value into the formula, that is equal to alpha is equal to beta into number of slots shorted. Here alpha is equal to beta value is 15 into 4, that is equal to 60 degrees, and calculate pitch factor value, that is cos alpha by 2. Substitute the alpha value into this one, that is 60. So cos 60 by 2, that is equal to cos 30, that is equal to 0.866. This is for the second case. And now I am going to solve the third case. So in the third case, they given that number of slots is 96 and number of poles is 6. We know that already n is equal to number of slots per pole. So here number of slots is 96 by number of poles is 6, that is equal to 16. So n is equal to 16 we obtain, and next beta, that is equal to 180 by n. So you already know the n value 16, substitute that one into this one, that is equal to 180 by 16, that is equal to 11.25 degrees. And next alpha, we have to calculate the alpha. So alpha is equal to, what is the formula, beta into number of slots shorted. In the given problem, they given that the coil span, how much they given coil span? So that is 1 to 12. 1 to 12 they given the coil span, and subtract 12 minus 1, we get 11. 12 minus here we have 11 minus 6, 16 minus 11, how many we have? 5. Okay, they given the coil span is 1 to 12. So separate that one, that is 12 minus 1, subtract that 12 minus 1, we have 11. Here we have the pole pitch value is, how much we have? 16. So subtract the 16 with the 1, and 16 minus 11, we have the 5. That substitute that value into this alpha, that is equal to beta. We have the beta value 11.25 into number of slots shorted, that is 5. So totally we have 56.25 degrees. Substitute this alpha 56.25 degrees into the pitch factor value, that is cos alpha by 2. That is 56.25 by 2. That is cos of 56.25 by 2. That is equal to 0.881. 0.881. So this is the problem 6. And next coming to problem 7. So in the previous problem, we calculated the pitch factor, and now we calculate the winding factor. Winding factor. So winding factor, what is the formula for winding factor? This is the multiplication of pitch factor and coil span factor. Okay, we have to calculate the winding factor. So for that one, we have to calculate the pitch factor and distribution factor both. So here they given two cases. So first case, we will take the first case, that is, in the first case they given that the number of slots is 32 and number of poles is 4. By taking these two, we have to calculate the n value, that is number of slots per pole. They given that number of slots 32 by number of poles is 4, that is equal to 8. N is equal to 8. And next we have to calculate the m value. So in the previous case, they only asked for pitch factor, that is the cos alpha. So there is no need to calculate the m value. But here they want to calculate the winding factor. So that's why I am taking the m value also. That means distribution factor value, that is equal to sin m beta by 2 by m sin beta by 2. So from that one we have to calculate the m value. So here I am taking m is equal to n by 3. We know the value is value of the pitch factor, the pitch pole pitch, that is equal to 8. So substitute that 8 value into this one. So m is equal to 8 by 3, that is equal to 2.66. And next we have to calculate the beta value, that is 180 by n. So that is equal to 180 by, what is the n value? 8. So 180 by 8 is equal to 22.5 degrees. And next alpha value, we have to calculate the alpha, that is equal to, already you know the formula, beta into number of slots shorted. So here in the first case, they given that span is 7 slots. Here we have the problem, we determine the n value is 8. So pole pitch minus coil span, that is 8 minus 1, sorry 8 minus 7, what we have, the value is 1. That is the number of slots shorted, that is 1. Substitute the beta value, that is 22.5 into number of slots shorted is 1. So we have the alpha value is 22.5. So by using these values, we have to calculate the coil span factor and distribution factor. Okay, first we will calculate the coil span factor. Kc is equal to sin m beta by 2 by m sin beta by 2. So that is equal to, sorry, kd by 2. That is the distribution factor. The mistake is there. This is not for the coil span factor. It is for the distribution factor or breadth factor or kd. So please correct that one into kd, not kc. So the kd, the distribution factor formula is sin m beta by 2 by m sin beta by 2. So here we calculated the m value and beta value. Substitute those values into this one. So sin m value is 2.66. So 2.66 into beta value is 22.5 by 2 into by whole divided by m value is 2.66 into sin beta value is 22.5. Sorry, beta value is 22.5 by 2. We have 0.96, and now we have to calculate the Kc, that is the pitch factor or pole factor, that is Kp is equal to cos alpha by 2. This is also known as coil span factor or pitch factor. So here alpha value is 22.5. Substitute that value into this one, 22.5 by 2. Lastly we have 0.96 value. And now lastly we will calculate the winding factor. The formula for the winding factor is Kp into Kd, that is coil span factor or pitch factor into distribution factor or breadth factor. So already we calculated the pitch factor, that is 0.98 into Kd value is 0.96. So substitute this 0.9408. So actually we have the Kc value is Kd value, that is distribution factor is 0.96, this one, and pitch factor value is 0.96. 98, sorry. We have the value 0.9408. Please correct this also. In the distribution factor, we have to calculate 0.96, and in the pitch factor 0.98. Okay. And next, second case. So in the second case, the given that number of slots is 72 and number of poles is 8. So we know that n is equal to number of slots per pole. So here n is equal to number of slots is 72 and number of poles is 8. 72 by 8, that is equal to 9. Based on this, we have to calculate the m value, that is m is equal to n by 3. So we know the value is n value is 9. So 9 by 3 is equal to 3. And then we have calculated the beta value, that is 180 by n. Substitute the n value, that is 9 value, into this one. So that is 180 by 9 is equal to 20. And next alpha is equal to, what is the formula? Beta into number of slots shorted. So in the given problem, they given that, in the given case, they given that 8 span is 8 slots. Okay, that means in the problem we calculated n value 9 and the coil span is 8, that is 9 minus 8, that is equal to 1. That is the number of slots shorted is 1. So based on that, alpha is equal to beta value is 20 into 1, that is number of slots shorted is equal to 20 degrees, that is alpha is equal to 20. And next we have to calculate the value, that is Kd. Here also I mistake, I did the same mistake, that is Kc, not it is Kd. Okay, distribution factor is equal to sin m beta by 2 by m sin beta by 2. So that is equal to sin m value is 3 into beta value is 20 in by 2 by m value is 3 into sin of beta value is 20 by 2. After simplifying this one, we are getting the distribution factor, that is 0.95. And next we have to calculate the pitch factor, that is cos alpha by 2. We already calculated the alpha value. Please substitute that alpha value into this one, that is 20 by 2, that is equal to 0.98. And lastly we will calculate the winding factor. What is the formula for winding factor? That is equal to Kw is equal to Kp into Kd. So that is equal to Kp value is 0.98 and distribution factor value is 0.95. After multiplication of these two, we have 0.931. I have 0.931. And next, coming to the next problem, that is 8. So here they given that a 3-phase 2-pole 1000 kVA 50 Hz alternator has 48 slots with 8 conductors per slot. Here the coil pitch is 5 by 6 of the pole pitch, and then the flux per pole is 0.5 Webers. Assumed sinusoidal flux distribution. Calculate the phase and line voltage. So here the given data is number of slots, number of poles is 2, and frequency is 50 Hz, and number of phases is 3, and number of slots is 48, and 8 conductors per slot. That is, we have to calculate the Z value. So that is equal to how many slots we have? 48. Each slot containing 8 conductors. That means 48 into 8. That is equal to 384. That is the total number of conductors. And then we have to calculate the phase. Conductors per phase. That is equal to how many phases we have? 3 phases. That means how many conductors we have? 384 by 3. That is equal to 128. So based on the formula, that is Z phase is equal to 2 into T phase. Here T phase is the transfer phase. So from that formula, I am writing T phase is equal to Z phase by 2. I already calculated the Z phase value, that is 128 by 2, that is equal to 64. Here the transfer phase value is 64. Here the given that the flux value, that is 0.5 Webers, 0.5 Webers, and then we have to calculate the phase and line voltages. Okay, so for that one I am taking the, here they didn't given the coil span, but here I am taking the coil span value, that is they given the clue, they give the clue, that is the coil pitch is 5 by 6 of the pole pitch of full pitch. Okay, the coil pitch is 5 by 6 of the full pitch. So based on this I am writing coil pitch or coil span is equal to 5 by 6 of full pitch. That is, the full pitch is nothing but the 180 degrees. Okay, full pitch is nothing but the 180 degrees. So that is equal to 5 by 6 into 180. So from that one we will get the coil span, that is equal to 150. So we know the formula for the coil span, that is equal to 180 minus alpha. 180 minus alpha. So here I am writing 180 minus, what is the formula? That is 150. So alpha is equal to 180 minus coil span. Already we calculated the coil span, that is 150. That is alpha is equal to 180 minus coil span, that is 150. That is equal to, total we have the 30 degrees. Alpha value is 30 degrees. And next substitute this alpha value into the pitch factor formula, that is equal to cos alpha by 2. Here the alpha value is 30 degrees. Substitute that into this one, that is cos 30 by 2. We have the cos 15, that is equal to 0.95. And next KD, that is equal to sin m beta by 2 by m sin beta by 2. So before going to calculate the m value, we have to calculate the n value. So here n is equal to number of slots per pole. How many slots they given? 48. How many poles they given? 2. So 48 by 2 is equal to 24. This is the pole pitch value, that is n. And we know that m is equal to pole pitch by 3, that is number of slots per pole per phase. So here n by 3, that is equal to how many? How much value we have? 24 for the number of slots per pole. 24 by 3, that is equal to 8. And next we have to calculate the beta value. What is the formula for beta? That is equal to 180 by n. So already we calculated the n value, that is 24. Substitute the 24 value into this one, that is 180 by 24. So that is equal to 7.5 degrees. And next we will calculate the KD, distribution factor. Substitute m and beta values into this one. So m value is 8 and beta value is 7.5. After substituting these values, we have KD is equal to 0.955. 0.955. And after that we have to calculate the phase voltage, and after that we will calculate the line voltage. Phase voltage and line voltage. Firstly we will calculate the phase voltage. So the formula for the phase voltage or phase EMF is, induced EMF is 4.44 into Kc into Kd into phi into F into T phase. So already we calculated the Kc value and Kd value, and already they given the flux value and frequency value and turns per phase. So substitute all values into this one. So 4.44 into what is the coil span value, that is 0.965 into the distribution factor is 0.955 into flux value is 0.5 into frequency is 50 and transfer phase is 64. After simplifying this, we have 6546.8 volts. This 6046.8 volts is the phase EMF, that is the induced EMF. And now I am converting this into line voltage, that is EL is equal to root 3 into E phase. So root 3 into E phase value is 6546.8. So from that one we calculate we have the 11,339.5 volts. Okay. So this is problem number 8, and next problem number 9. So in the problem number 9, they given the number of poles is 6, okay, and they given a single layer winding with 12 slots per pole. Already you know the formula N, that is equal to number of slots per pole. The given N value is 12, okay, and next this is a full pitched winding and full pitched coil. They already given in the problem, that is full pitched coil. That's why here the pitch factor is 1 because it is a full pitched coil. That's why I am taking the pitch factor is 1. And next, what we have to calculate the terminal voltage at no load, and if the windings are connected as star connection. So that's why we have to calculate the terminal voltage, that is 4.44 kc kd phi t phase and f. Okay, so firstly we will they given the flux per pole and n, they didn't given the frequency. So what we have to take to determine the frequency, that is n is equal to 120 f by p. From that one we will calculate the f value. Okay, so they given the number of poles, that is number of slots per pole, that is n value, but they didn't given the slots, number of slots, they didn't given the number of slots. Okay, so based on that n value we will calculate the slot value, number of slots. So we know the formula n is equal to number of slots per pole. So here we have to calculate the number of slots by using the formula. So number of slots is equal to n into pole. So what they given the value of n is 12. So substitute this 12 into what will they give the number of poles? They already given the number of poles, that is 6. So number of slots is equal to 12 into 6. Totally 72 slots we have. Okay. And after calculating the number of slots, we will calculate the total number of conductors. So just now we calculated the total number of slots, that is 72. Each slot contains 40 conductors. That's why I am calculating 72 into 40. Totally we have 2880 conductors. And next we have to calculate per phase, that is Z phase is equal to what we have, total number of conductors is 2880 by how many phases we have? 3. So totally we have number of conductors per phase is 960, and by using this Z phase we have to calculate the T phase. You know the formula, Z phase is equal to 2 into T phase. By using that formula I am taking T phase is equal to Z phase by 2. Already we calculated the Z phase value 960 by 2, we have 480, transfer phase is 480, and we have to calculate the frequency. I already said that we know that n is equal to 120 f by p. In the problem they given the speed and poles. So based on those two, we will calculate the frequency. So f is equal to np by 120. So here n is equal to n is 1000 rpm into poles is 6 by 120, that is equal to 50 Hz. And then we will calculate m value, that is m is equal to, what is the formula, n by 3. So here n is equal to 12, I already calculated. So 12 by 3, they already given n value, not calculated, they already given in the problem. Number of slots per pole is 12, and that is the n value. Substitute that 12 into this one, so 12 by 3 that is equal to 4, and then we will calculate beta, that is equal to, what is the formula for beta? 180 by n. You already know the n value, substitute that n value into this one, so 180 by 12, we have the 15 degrees beta value. And then after we will calculate the distribution factor. Here I am not calculating the pitch factor. Why? Because they given that the clue is it is a full pitched coil. So for the full pitched coil the pitch factor is 1. So that's why I am not calculating the pitch factor value. Only I am calculating distribution factor. So for that one I am calculating m and beta. I already calculated m and beta. Substitute m value and beta value into this formula. We will have the distribution factor is 0.957. And after calculating the distribution factor, we have to calculate the phase voltage, that is equal to 4.44 into kc kd phi into f into t phase. So here we have the Carl span factor is 1, and distribution factor is 0.957, and flux they already given 0.028, and calculated frequency 50, and I already calculated the T phase 480. After substituting these all values, we have the phase voltage 2855.38 volts, and based on that phase value we have to calculate the line voltage. Because it is a star connection, that's why I am taking that E phase into root 3. So E phase value is 2855.38 into root 3. So that one we have 4945.66 volts. So this is the solution for the problem 9. And then I'm going to the last problem, that is